Good morning, good morning. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I am Darkpool Algo, and today is Tuesday, December 28th, 2021, and the stock market's gonna go crazy today. Yes, it is. Nice little gap up overnight. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What a crazy, crazy market we live in, which is pretty dang awesome. So, that being said, let me get a couple more things taken care of here, and we will jump right into it. If you're new to the stream, thanks for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button, then subscribe and turn on notifications so that you know every time I come out with a new video. Yes, I will be starting to do new videos during the week. I know I've been saying it for a while. I'm finally getting things in place to where it can become a possibility. Lots of things have to take place for me to be able to get that taken care of. All right. Oh, whoa. What's up, Johnny? Message retracted. Bro, did I do something wrong? I hope not. I really do. Good morning, bro. Morning. All right. So yesterday, what a crazy day. So we've been doing a lot of information about the beast numbers. Yesterday was a learning experience for sure. And we learned that if things are running from the week before, that we should probably not wait for beast numbers to come, just simply because beast numbers require we wait for price action to come back down to us, right? So in those instances, it would make sense to go ahead and play some of the other strategies that we know, right? We've been working on strategies here for quite a while, and one of my favorite strategies that I went into a little bit yesterday was the initial run 618 pullback. Okay, let me find my right chart here. Jeez, where'd my chart go? Oh, I must have got rid of it. Lame. Magic Celts. That's what they are. All right, let's check this out. So this is Netflix on the 5-minute. Going into yesterday. I don't have extended hours on, do I? And 23rd. Let's look at something that moved yesterday, like AMD. This is a great example of this strategy. Let me show it to you really quickly because it's going to be one that I'm going to do my next video topic on. Okay. Let me get some. Whoa, what was that? We get a couple things drawn up here. So that purple line is the bell, right? And the strategy is this: on a 2-minute, 5-minute chart, whatever you want to look at, whatever you're using to trade with, you want to take the initial run from the open to the high of the initial run, throw a fib retracement on it from the high to the low, and what you're going to get is you're going to get a 618 or a 50% retrace, right? Rally 50, 618 retrace, even went down as low as 50. I put the 382 on there because sometimes they'll come down that far, but rally, pull back to the 618 or the 50% or the 312 or the 382. And then from there, you enter in your position and you take it to, it can go to the 127, my favorite 1414, which is a little secret, right? Hopefully y'all have been paying attention to that one, because that's a game changer there, right? Let's just do this. Let me get man, I'm so used to using another system that sometimes it's a little difficult to use TradingView. All right, I'll get rid of this guy. All right, so rally up, pull back. You want to enter in off of the 618, 50% retracement, whatever it is. I need to change that because I'm going to be using that a lot more. Oh, go green and we'll make it bright. All right, there we go. That works. Okay. Right, rally up, pull the back to 618, run it up to the 127, the 1414, up to the 1618, whatever your risk reward is set for. This 1414, stocks interact with this way more than it's advertised. So there's a little secret tip for you. AMD actually ran. This was a pretty nice move on AMD. So if we would have took this trade here, right, and took it into the close, right, $5.54 or 4% or 3.8%, right? So that's definitely a win. AMD would have done that. Let's see. Give me another stock. Let's look at Facebook maybe. Facebook yesterday, right? So here's the open. It's a 9:30 cash open. Here's our Fibonacci retracement from the high to the low of the open. Oh, back over here to the low. Get in at the 618 50% retracement, right? You could have rode this up to the 1414, or if you would have held, if you swung it, it hit the 1618 for a nice move of, get up there, come on, $6.32 or 1.2%. So really quickly, that is it in a nutshell. If you don't understand Fibonacci levels or how to set up your stuff, I'll probably, like, those are all topics I need to do in my video. So basic strategy, super successful. The only caveat is you must be getting into a stock that is uptrending, right? Get into a stock that is going to be making moves. You know, you don't want to get into a stock that's downtrending like FlowTrade, right? It's really hard to make that trade on FlowTrade. I mean, FlowTrade would have worked yesterday, but it's a downtrending stock, so you can't put a lot of faith into it, right? FlowTrade. Like, this one strategy can grow your account. High to low. See, FlowTrade didn't really trade out, rallied up, pulled back to the 618. If you would have gotten at the 50% retracement, there's still a move there. Granted, it's not the explosive move that we like to see in uptrending stocks, but look at that. You could have played, you could have made $2 off of it. Is this move still valid? Potentially. Is FlowTrade going to retrace from its inverted head and shoulders on the 5-minute? Bet you it's more prominent on the 15. Oh, look at this guy. What do we see here? 1, 2. Do we get a inverted head and shoulders? Right? On FlowTrade? Very possible. All right. So with that being said, this is the other thing that we look at every day. This is the smart money block trade and dark pool algorithm software from FlowTrade. Yes, we love it. The beta is still in play. However, until we get a little bit more things worked out, I may just continue to look at the original. There's some major differences in the two. Number one, the algorithm's been reverted to normal, or it's been modified back to the original state it was supposed to be in, trying to remove these volatile highs and these fake spikes that are created by block trades coming through. Let me see if I can find one that's possibly that would show us this here. This fake spike right here on Facebook that came in on the 17th. That was probably due to a block trade. So if we go over to Facebook on our new version, right, on the 17th, right, which was here, those fake volume spikes are removed. So you don't get, right, you're not going to get hoodwinked, right? Make sure we're comparing apples to apples, normal algorithm, right? Yes, there's major differences in these two. That spike right there from this, probably this regular block trade that came in, or this dark pool, right, is not present in the new version. So look at that. This would have been oh, it's going to rip because we've got divergence, and while the divergence did play out, right, and Facebook's making a longer term move, the algorithm is more subtly moving, and this divergence here, right, This one, let's see. That divergence there, right, has traded out. While it's a lot more subtle and less pronounced, it's there. So we're going to have to do a little bit better job of really slowing down and looking at this for what it is, okay? Just for those of you that are in FlowTrade wondering what's going on, they did modify to remove fake spikes, okay? If you're new to the stream, this is the smart money. Let's go ahead and use this one because I can use my normal tools. Smart money, dark pool, and black trade algorithm software provided by FlowTrade. It tracks large institutions, hedge funds, smart money, block trades, dark pool levels, everything that we cannot afford. This is the flow index algorithm. What we're looking for is divergences that occur. The purple line is the regular algorithm line, white bars are price action, purple line is smart money. Usually smart money will start getting out of a position as profits are increasing, so that, right, they're getting out, they're selling into the rally because they usually bought into the dip. Does that make sense? So they're buying here, right, and they're selling out here. Because if they bought at highs, it would artificially inflate it. And once the market realized that there's no actual continued strength, it would sell off and they would actually hold their positions here while price is down here. This way, right, they're getting into positions here, right, and selling out as it's rallying up. They're super smart. They know what they're doing. High frequency trades and algorithms, automated trading, it's all a thing. Okay. In other news, YouTube decided it wanted to ping me with the copyright infringement for that last intro that I did, so I had to change it, which I'm not super thrilled about, because I use Canva, and Canva had had pretty much assured me, hey, you can use these audio clips without any sort of copyright infringements. Well, you're wrong, Canva. I can use them. I just can't monetize my stuff, right? So I came up with a new intro. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I wonder if I can show y'all. Let me see here. Let me grab it and show you what it looks like. Open with. Come on, sucker. There we go. Let's go. Where'd it go? That's the problem with having so many monitors. All right, it's working in the background. Okay, morning. Are those voodoo lines? I do have the voodoo lines last. Okay, and I'm going to be reviewing them. I'm not fully versed in them, so I don't want to go in and tell you about something that I'm not 100% versed in. So we'll get into those. All right, here we go. Check the new intro. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this or not. Too bad I don't know any music makers that could custom make me one. Pretty cool, huh? Anyway, that's news K. All right, let's get into the news, actually. There is some news today, and it involves the Tesseract. So let's read about it, shall we? All right, 1 second. We got lots of stuff. All right, so Evercore's top internet picks for 22 include Amazon, Uber, Facebook, Roku, Chewy, Spotify, Bumble, Wix, and Duolingo. Those are the top picks for 2022. And I'm just going to post those right here for a second so that everybody can see it. Everybody can see it. Everybody can see it. All right, there you go. As I get through with the rest of the news. It's not going to work. I'm so torn on which chart to use for the morning stream. I kind of like this one, just because it gives us a little bit better view of stuff. And I'm still looking for someone to code this ATR panel for me. Nobody's hit me up yet and said, yo, bro, I got you. BlackBerry was granted 5 patents this morning. Holy cow. They were around. Do you think somebody knew? Going into last week, they've been steady, consolidating. I'm going to use 10-minute. All right. Granted 5 patents this morning. Mid, high, mid, low, compression squeeze, radiant fires coming over, getting MACD crossover, right? Mid thrust buy on the daily. BlackBerry with that news coming out with 5 patents. They have room to the 4-hour top at 960. So on the break of 950, play to 975. If it gets above, it gets above 983, got $10 incoming. I would expect a serious rejection at $10. Above $10, it hits gamma squeeze time, and BlackBerry can do big things. Right? Big things. It can go from 9 to 15. On the daily, we got long-term slingshot squeeze getting ready to happen. Decent earnings, trading about 1 ATR, right? They're steadily increasing. I'd like to see a little bit more volatility at this area. They're coming up into a longer-term supply zone that runs pretty much where it's at right now. We could take this doji right here and call it the Mamo supply zone, or we could take this one right here, call it a minor. Like this Mamo one. So supply zones, that's what I use this one for. I remember now. Let's do this. I love TrendSpider for me being able to create this kind of stuff. Whoa, that's a lot of data. A lot of data, don't you think? All right. BlackBerry bull flagging on the 15, slingshot squeeze, VWAP at 981, 50 at 1011, which is another VWAP, and the 200 at 1036. Daily cloud top at 1077. BlackBerry can move. Definitely looking at it. As long as it can get through this nasty little supply zone. Which one is it? Rally, pullback. It's supposed to be this one. All right, supply zone. Okay, BlackBerry, moving on. Billy, remember Billy? Remember Billy? Right? They were, they initiated buy rankings on these guys with hold ratings on IQ and 10-cent music. I would wait for a serious recovery. We've got nothing really helping us out here. See this tweezer bottom, failed tweezer bottom right here, right? It's pretty significant, I don't know, sign that it's very bearish. However, with the initiation of a buy rating, I think we might get a pretty decent move. Trying to move over the stuff I don't really want to use. Let's see how they reacted to that overnight. Nothing yet. So downtrending, riding mean, right? Rally pullback, support, a little bit of a slingshot squeeze getting ready to happen. Billy, if it can take out yesterday's lows, if that gets above 45.50, then I think there's a move to 46 and targeting 47 in the short term. All right, that's Billy. Apple, boom. Apple, the beast that is Apple. God. Oh, I don't trade Apple. I haven't traded Apple. I don't know why, but yeah, Apple is doing big things. No, come on. What did I do? Shoot. Okay. Apple, if it can take out its previous high at 182.13 with the momentum it's got going, right? Getting out of the top of the daily Keltner channel, so that 182 level, right? Apple takes out that 182.22 with any sort of conviction. I would look for a pullback to the daily top around that 182 and then a rally in Apple. Looking at Apple from a algorithms perspective, which I think is important. A lot of people do play Apple. That is pretty bearish divergence, right? Pretty bearish divergence. So if another thing, if Apple pulls back, the market's going to pull back too. Okay, let me get rid of this stuff. All right, so I'm going to do this really quickly for everybody that's just joining. The way I'm going to mark this up is purple line is the regular algorithm line, white bars are price action, blue lines, horizontal lines are dark pool block trades, red lines are regular block trades, and white lines are good for the soul. Just kidding, they're really not. They are on a smart money dark pool and a block trade print at the exact same level. I usually don't try to draw two lines there because it'll just turn over with the purple line. So I'll draw a white line there. Those are major inflection points, key resistance support levels. Events have happened at that point, so definitely put them up on your chart. Start building your favorite lists, right? And keeping those levels as important levels and see what happens when price action interacts with them. Usually you'll be surprised to see what happens. All right, we have dark pools at 180.33. That's your resistance, and another one at 180.19. Like I said, we're looking for Apple to take out some of these previous highs, right? All this stuff right here. Takes those out. I think it can, I don't know if it's got enough momentum going into it, but could possibly. We do have a regular dark pool support. I love this. I mean, I'm just so used to this. Oh, it's going to be a change, right? Dark pool support 176.28. So if we do pull it back, we can have a downside target as well as this regular block trade that came in on the same day, 27th, right there. That's when it came in, 177.10. So do we pull back and test, throw a fib on this, see where our levels are going to be as far as support and resistance, right? We do have smart money has been getting out of their positions on Apple since this level here, since this 180 level. They've been taking, getting out of their positions, kind of pulling price action with it. We have divergence that occurred on the 21st, where price action shot off and the algo is still selling. So they're selling out as this is rallying up. Once they're done with selling their shares, right, price action should pull back. Okay. There is a trend line, right, from here. We've got support resistance levels here. Yeah, so if Apple pulls back, we've got some downside targets. Just not sure when it's going to happen. Looking at it from a Kielt's perspective, it's beast moding, right? It is V-shaped recovery. It's just making massive moves. So yeah, so last time it hit this level, it pulled back sharply, right? Tried it again, pulled back. So this has been kind of a key level for Apple. Do we have enough strength this time to get there? Just keep an eye on it. Okay. We don't care about those guys. Invax and all right. So India came out and approved. Merrick antiviral pill and 2 vaccines, including Serum Institute of India's version of a Novavax for emergency use. Merck failed slingshot. It's just kind of not making the moves we thought it would. This red dotted line is a 200 SMA on the daily. The 50 is the blue dotted line. It's just kind of chopping, right? Haven't had a close above the 200 yet. I think once we get a close above the 200, we can get a quick pop to the 50, right? So basically above 76, about 76.57 to 79.15, little quick $2 move there. Interesting. We've got some resistance there as well. Okay, index. While we're at it, pull back to 1 deviation. Does that level hold? 1 deviation and -1 ATR. Mid compression squeeze. Previous support in a. There is a demand zone down here, right? There's a demand zone. I don't know if it has to come back and get it or not. Rally, pullback, rally, pullback. 1, 2, recovery, pullback. So, is this the end of? Ooh, could it be so? Look for, watch NVAX today. Let's see what it's looking like on here. All right. So rally, pullback, rally above the daily. The 4-hour failed. 200 failed on the 4-hour. The 50 failed. We pulled back to the 4-hour bottom. That failed. We came down and touched the daily top or the daily bottom. So the cycle's over. Daily top to daily bottom. Daily bottom to daily mid. Right? Which is also 4-hour mid, 4-hour bottom, 4-hour top, daily top, 4-hour mid, daily mid, 4-hour bottom, daily bottom. What's next? The mids, right? We target the mids right back up. So above, right? So we rally above the 4-hour at 163, right? Rally up, make a big high today above 163. We pull back and test the 4-hour. Then we move up to the mid, right? Right? You guys know. But this is a good reversal setting up here on index. I might even look at this. Index for reversal. I'm doing this so that when I go to look at options, oh, whoopsie, I spoke too soon. Did you see that massive $5 candle right there that just printed? They must have heard me talking about it. All right, moving on. OPTN shares rose after filing its 13D. No new what that is. News what that is. Optinos. Wonder if they work in the white line industry. This is just chop fest, ugly penny stock. Not even gonna play it. Okay. And financials. KK increased its buyback program to 500 million. Don't know what that is. KK Superstore. Southern Public Company. Never heard of them. CompSecure and SPAC Roman DBDR announced closing of their business combination and will begin trading on NASDAQ tomorrow under symbol CMPO. DBDR. CMPO. Nothing yet. Anyway, it's penny stock. Moving on. Jinko Solar, JKS. We love the JKS. Receives China approval to list on Starboard, whatever that means. This is good for this stock. JKS is a fun one to play. However, we do have some overhead resistance, right? We got above the 5200 on the 15-minute, or on our lower time frame chart. Quick pop, pullback, use that as support, that 53 level, 53, 54 level, right? So here's the move we want to see happen. Is that a 1, 2, 3, 4? So the safe move is this, right? Here's the safe move. This. Whoop. Wrong tool. Wrong tool. All right. Down. Up. 200. Down. Up. Up. So this 200 SMA is going to cause grief, right? That $47 level. Okay, which is also daily mid. I think we're going to hit 4-hour top. So we'll rally to the 45 level. If we get above 45.50, above previous highs, pull back, use it as support. Take profits at this 200 SMA because last time we got there, we rejected it and pulled back. But this is news. Long-term mid to high compression squeezes, readying fires, firing off. Double green across the board on the lower time frames. These should turn to green as well. Above the 34, right? So above the previous highs, right? We're just in a zone right now. It's so crazy. We are in the zone, not out of zone. 44.30 for me, or 44 is pretty decent, right? So a break and close above 40 or 44.30. Now let's just do 44.30. Right? Break and close above 44.30. Look for a pullback to test 44. A quick move to 45 or possibly 45.50, and then we make decision. Right? So JKS could be fun. Let's look at JKS. Mo in depth. Okay. Oh, R. Donnelly & Sons isolated a portion of technical environment as precautionary measures after recently identifying a systems intrusion and is not aware of any compromise of client data or determine the extent of material adverse impact of its business at time. You ever heard of RRD? I haven't. Never heard of these guys. Well, they were trading at $10. With that news, they're probably going to come back down to the daily bottom at 10:30. Wow, this stock doesn't move at all. All right, Tesla rack in the news. Tesla had some news coming out. Tesla was reiterated as an outperform with a $1,400 price target from Wedbush due to the possibility of doubling its production capacity with the expected production approval of its Berlin plant early next year. And they completed construction of its Austin plant by the end of this year. Demand outstripping supply in China possibly making up 40% of their deliveries next year, worth $400 a share. Huh? Not sure what that means. But, well, you see this massive candle right here that runs 1116 down to 1096? $20 candle. Whoopsie. Tesla is just getting into the weekly cloud top. Daily cloud. If it can get above 1140, it's going to launch. Okay. Why? Well, because the monthly. Where's my monthly? Where is my monthly? Well, because we have previous highs at 1250, we want to go after with profit at. Oh, this is just so easy to see. Okay, so Tesla above 1145 quickly hits 1170. 1170 11 to 1200, 1200 to 1250, 1250 to 1391. They say 1400, I say 1391.57 at the top. Does Tesla need to breathe? Absolutely. Absolutely. But does it breathe today? Who knows? Very strong, perfect pennant going into the close yesterday. Let's see, what did it do here? All right, so it hit yesterday's high. So it had a $20 sell-off, quickly recovered, and is trying to make its move back up. So we have a weekly cloud at 1120, quick move to 1140. You know, we'd like to see this move come out of Tesla, right? Quick little pop, lock, and drop it. Like, hold on, let me. So let's see, that would be the 1, 2, And maybe I'm off on my Elliott waves here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. So I think we're still in the third leg, right? I don't know if we're gonna. This might be. If this is one that we're in now, holy cow! So that would be one, and this would be. This would be 3, right? Because 3 is longer than 1. And I feel that's way over. Oh, I don't know. Look at that. Look at it on the lower time frame. All right. Regardless, Tesla is bullish today. So either that's 1 or that's 3. So numbers I have for Tesla. I do have some Tesla numbers. I'm going to be watching the. I'm going to be watching the 1200s at around $1. I'm going to be watching the 1110s anywhere about $3. I'm going to be watching the 1100s. 1100s have got the most stuff going on. 1110s. So quick scalp the 1150s, about $1.80. The 1200s for about $1. 1110s for about $2.75, and the 1100s anywhere under $3 would be good on those. Do we get it this morning? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. So that is Tesla 1200 next. So under 150 ish. Take profit at 5. Up. All right. All right, I gotta keep moving. I could look at Tesla all day. Middleby completed their previously announced acquisition of Masterbuilt, and that's bullish. That's bullish. This is what a bullish stock looks like, right? Rally up above the 4-hour, up into 4-hour top, weekly top, daily top, right? If it can get above some of these psychological levels, it's got a lot of work to do still. But above 195, I think we hit 200, above 200, take profit at 201.62. This is pretty bullish though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, V-shaped recovery, double green, squeezes releasing, slingshot squeezes happening. Let's look at mid for continuation. MIDD continuation. Oh man, I'm so slow today. Why didn't I get my alert? Is that the anyway? All right, my bad. All right, finally, the United States and Russia will hold security talks on January 10th, followed by likely talks between Russia and NATO on January 12th, and a broader meeting among the US, Russia, and other European countries on the 13th. France has announced that remote work will become compulsory for those who are able to starting January 3rd. Public gatherings for indoor events will be limited to 2,000 people. Outdoor gatherings limited to 5,000 people for at least the next 3 weeks as part of the response to surging COVID cases after the country reported over 100,000 daily cases for the first time yesterday. Schools will reopen as normal starting January 3rd. However, there will be no New Year's curfew. Okay, so New Year's is coming up. Should be a good time. We have earnings today after the bell. Calm. Don't know who they are. We do have some some meetings that could possibly affect the market. Weekly retail sales for Johnson Redbook ICSC. Monthly home price index for October. Keep an eye on that. And let's go with the other news. Futures across the board. Yes, the futures are looking good as they extend their winning streak to 5 days, and the S&P seeks its third consecutive close. The Nasdaq appears to be leading the way, of course. Again, with tech stocks becoming largely the driver of this year's Santa Claus rally. Tesla is also getting a boost pre-market after Wedbush reiterated their bullish stance, with China remaining the linchpin to their overall bull thesis. The stock has soared over 20% in the last 4 sessions after closing below 900 for the first time in 2 months. Dip buy opportunity. And last Monday, it recaptured the 1100 level for the first time as it continues its upward momentum today in Asian markets. Let's go. Nikkei index gained 392 points. Go Bay! The Shanghai index rose 14 and Hang Seng up was by 56 points. In Europe, the Stoxx 600 rose to a 5-week high, and the DAX is up 107 points, and the FTSE is flat. Okay, that was a lot. We're going to look at these charts for a second here. Okay. All right. We all know, look at this bond selling, right? It's TLT. Rally, give it all back. Rally, giving it all back. Right. Should be an interesting open. Crude is bull flagging, bonds are up a little bit. From a daily perspective, I said if we broke this level, we would rally, right? So, well, we broke it yesterday and we rallied 50 points, 48 points after it. It does look a little extended. Pullback would be good for the rest of the year, especially if we could pull back and test previous highs. That would trigger a bunch of beast entries for our stocks for this week and next. So NQ is coming up to previous highs from the 23rd, right? Again, NQ, it broke that level, it rallied past it. Now the next target is previous high. The Dow is just rallying. It's coming up to previous high. Like everything's coming back up to these levels, right? Do we take profit at those levels or do we rip through them? So what's going on with our Russell friend here? So far it's doing what we thought it would do. It's at that level. Oh, hold on. Not yet. I have to mark that up. So here's the level for, okay, Russell's rallying. When it gets to previous high, if it doesn't reject it and pull all the way back down to here, then we'll get a Wu-Tang reversal on the Russell and small caps rally. So let's think about this. If we need to rotate out of something that's at all-time highs and is kind of pulling on it, right? This takes a lot of volume and momentum. Decreasing volume, rising stock. Well, what happens when volume comes out of a stock? It's got to come back. So rally, pull back. I'm trying to find a good example of this here on the Dow is a good one, right? Increasing prices, decreasing volume usually leads to a pullback where they come in and they buy the dip, right? Creates price action movement. Volume is falling out because nobody's buying into it. They're holding, right? And then they take profit. Okay. I'm just giving you guys all the gems today, aren't I? Okay. I want to take a quick break real quick. I need to take a break for a second. And I will be right back. I'm going to try to move this down so everybody can still see what's going on. Hmm. All right. Something's causing me to skip frames. I'm not happy about it. Hmm. Hold on for a second. All right, I'll be right back. Um, yeah, I was getting some frame skipping, and I don't know why. That's super lame. I guess there's something that's pulling too much data. I don't know what it is, but it's irritating. It's very irritating. Maybe it's. All right, I think I got the stream healthy again. All right, I'll be back at 8:25. All right, I'm back. Thanks for being patient with me. I need a faster HD and more memory. I can't get more memory. I'm maxed at 64 on my Mac. Hard drive. I don't know if I can swap it out or not. Yes, I'm running a Mac. If I crack 15 grand, I'll go buy a Windows Masterpiece PC and two 49-inch curved. Can you guys hear me? And actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. I had to buy 4 of them. I go 1, 2, vertical, vertical, and just have command center. Yes, let's go. Let's crack 15 grand, shall we? All right, let's get into it. All right. Johnny, I misspelled bro. Did you call me bra? Okay. You guys want to look at AMD? Are the block trade lines only buys or buys and sells? Okay, that's a great question. So the dark pools, they're there to be hidden in that they don't alert if they are buy or sells. We can get data for regular block trades if they are buys or sells. But if we look at how price interacts with it, and then we do the opposite, right? Because the stock market is made for people with dyslexia. It truly is. So look at price. Price is rallying. We get some dark pool levels coming in. Next thing you know, price sells off. Well, I think those are a bunch of sell orders, and that makes sense, right? Especially if you get an initial pop and then a pullback. These would, right? Well, this is on the 28th, so those came in here, right? They may be sell orders. We'll get that initial pop to take out new all-time high and then a pullback, possibly, or they're buy orders, and what would happen is there may be initial pullback for a longer move to the upside. This regular block trade that came in at the bell on the 27th, so we opened high, right, and we quickly gapped down, or we quickly faded down to fill the gap. That's a buy order in my opinion, right? Buying the dip, right? Increased market, right? The algo selling off, right? They start taking profits at this level. We will definitely find out today. Okay, so let me know if you've got questions. Yes, we will get into. Yeah, they were quite miserable yesterday. That's because it was a continuation run from last week, right? All those stocks: Microsoft, Facebook, Amazon, Google, Amazon, right? Yeah, because it was kind of like a hangover. I did have a request on Twitter for me to look a little bit more deeply into Amazon. I'll do that right now for you. What's interesting is those are the block trades for Amazon in the last 10 days. We're going to look at both algos for this. Okay, Amazon algo, they're still net buying it, right? They're buying into this, which is good, which means that there's flow coming in. All right, so they're buying into this. Amazon did, nope, give me the thing. The algo did pull back yesterday, right? Right, so the algo is kind of pulling back. Looks like it might be getting ready to make a move to the upside. That's what this move represents here. Pulled right back to support. Okay, this dark pool is going to be a magnet. Came in on the 22nd, right? It came in here at the close, right? Initial pop and then a pullback. We found support, so I would look for Amazon to, if the algo can curl up, which it looks like it's doing, look for Amazon to pull back up, targeting this dark pool level at 34.20. So does Amazon hit 4,000 by the end of this year? It's going to be tight. Amazon can move $100 a day, right? But with money just flowing everywhere, it's going to be tight. So look back here to this level, right? Amazon did kind of the same thing where it rallied afterwards. This dark pool level is going to be pretty key, 34.20. We've got a regular block trade down here at 33.41. That would require this support level breaking on Amazon. And if that happens, we're going to get a pretty big pullback on the entire market, right? It's a long-term support level, right? There, it gapped down through it, rejected it, came back through it, got above it, gapped up, support, failed support, rallied up, got above it, quick, right into resistance. So there's a resistance zone probably right there. Look at that, I nailed it. Resistance pullback to support, up, block trade, right? So this zone here that Amazon's in is pretty significant. Looking at Amazon on the new algorithm, right? It's still bullish, still diverged, right? And I'll look at candles for this, right? Got a zone here. Let me see. Look at this. That's a pretty significant target. 34.68, so 34.70. And we go for previous highs, right? If I had to target a zone, that would be the upside zone. So we've also got previous support right here, right? And let's look at block trades. So that's the last 30. It's the last 10. Last 5. All right, do the other block trades different? Right, we have a dark pool at 340 or 34.3, 34.28. Oh wow, they didn't even print over here. That's interesting. So block trades last 10 days. We have one at 34.20, nothing else. Last 5 days, right? We've got a dark pool level at 34.28. That's gonna be your magnet, and then 34.03. That might have been a buy order, right? Because they like to buy as it's coming down, right? So the Algo's pulling back, a little double bottom right there. Look at this. Oh, this is gonna be glorious. Check this out. So from this high, see how the Algo just came and shift doesn't work for that. Dang it! Come on. So Algo rallied through previous high, pulled back, using it as support, double bottom, right? Yeah, Algo has got an. Come on, give it to me. It's got a little bit of a wedge it wants to get out of, right? So nice little flag. Price action's pulling back, right? We have a regular block trade level here. Or we got a dark pool level there. And then we have another dark pool level here. Those should be our targets. So if 33.80 cracks on Amazon, I didn't even look. Did Amazon gap up? Oh no, a little bit of a pop, right? So what I like about Amazon is this. Check it, yo. Okay. Hopefully everybody can see this. We've got mid compression squeeze, right? That could be a bounce. We've got the 200 SMA on the daily, or the 4-hour 200 SMA that's going to provide support, right? We're currently at 4-hour mid, weekly mid, daily mid, 50 SMA on the 4-hour. So what we'd like to see happen is 34.02, right? And it's kind of bullish. pullback rally. We should get a rally today from Amazon. If, however, we break these 15s. So if we take out yesterday's low, which is at 33.84, right? 33.84. We still got the 200 SMA at 33.78. That can provide support. Let me just draw this on here. Oh, this is new. Look at that. I don't like that trend line business. So if Amazon takes out yesterday's low, we have the 200 SMA on the 4-hour that's going to provide some support, right? That could be as early as 8.25 today to the downside. To the upside, we take out pre-market HOD at 3,400. We have resistance at 3,410. Then we got a 382 retracement at 3,419. And 50% retracement at 3,434. I don't know where that came from and why it's not showing on here. But let's see if we can get this enlarged so everybody can see it. Nope, wrong one. Dang it. I always do that. All right, I don't know where this fib's coming from, but there's a fib level here. Seriously? Oh, you know what these are? Derpy derp. What is that? Are those tree lines? Hold on. I gotta figure this out. This is gonna bother me if I don't. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's right. So from high to low, all right, well, this is new low now. What? There we go. All right, so Amazon. 50 SMA, 200 SMA, 50, 200 SMA on the 4-hour. So that's our support. That's better. Okay. Y'all can see that. So it rallied up, pulled back. This is a bull flag. Strong bull, strong like bull, right? We can take out pre-market high at 3,400. I think we hit, 3,410. So we take out pre-market high at 3,400. We come up to the previous high at 3,410. Above 3,410, we have a zone to trade from 34.12 up to 34.23, right? And above 34.23, we have a target of 34.32. So that's the move for Amazon I'd like to see today. And this is what it looks like. So rally here, pull back, rally. One, two, three, five. That's the move I'd like to see on Amazon today, right? So take a screenshot of that and then let's get going, shall we? I spent a lot of time on that. Way more than I wanted to. All right. All right, let's get into some plays, shall we? All right, so we did Amazon. All right, let's look at Microsoft, Facebook, Google, and this Microvision. All right, and then all right, so Microsoft price broke. All right. So we have dark pool resistance at 342, 50, support at 340 and 339. Regular block trade support at 335. This divergence has been played out. Currently, price action is going to continue to rally, right? The algo is curled up. If it can break, the algo can bounce like it did here and get out of this little zone that it's created. It can continue to move on to the upside. Let me draw that up for you real quick. I'm going to be using these smaller charts because I need to kick it in high gear here. All right, so let's do this. So the algo is kind of falling, a little falling wedge right there. Price action, I can't show you, but there's some previous highs above that we're going to try to take out. All right, regular block trade support here, dark pool levels, right? Dark pool support, dark pool support, dark pool resistance. If we can get above that, I think Microsoft can continue on to the upside, right? Currently coming up to previous highs at, what is that? I can't even show it. 350. Is that it? Or 335 or 343. All right. Facebook starting to get some dark pool trades in the last little while. This is the last 9 days. All right, last 4 days for Facebook. Definitely starting to get some smart money coming into it. We have a dark pool at 347.60 and then cluster support ranging from 345 to 346. Downside target at 335. Okay, we also have regular block trade that the algo has been interacting with, right? See how price hasn't really done anything with this, but notice what the algo has done, right? The algo's used it as support, failed, resistance support, right? It's actually using the support this time. I'm going to be interested to see what the algorithm can do as it pulls back to the support level here. Does it continue to follow its uptrend, which is very similar to price action, as you can see here? So if Facebook can get above like 348-ish, right? With any conviction, the algo would need to bounce off of this level here and keep going with price action. Contrarian, that algo breaks and pulls back to this regular block trade level for support a third time. I think price action will break through those dark pools and come back and test previous lows, right? Its previous low there, and then potentially come back and fill this regular block at 339, okay? Because that block never got filled. It came in on the 27th at 9:30 in the morning, right? And we had gapped up, so it's just sitting there waiting. Okay, it's important. Google, nice. I mean, Google's just super bullish. Release the beast on Google. So what we got here? Right, they're net buying Steady buying on Google. Google's forming a nice wedge. Oh, I'm so bullish on this stock right now. If I can get in at these levels or any decent level on this bull flag breakout, it's going to be glorious. Not seeing any dark bulls or regular block trades in the last 7 days, right? So this is all pretty much just momentum. We do have previous highs that we have to look out for at 29.82 and 29.50. Yeah, so if I were to pull Google up on a chart, look at this, right? It's just bullish. So Google's out of the 4-hour top, right? It's in trifecta mode. Daily top incoming at 3,000, right? From 3,000 to 3031. Maybe we trade that zone. Weekly top or weekly top magnet at 3065. So I want a pullback on Google at the bell, right? So what I'd like to see is Google back test previous low, 4-hour top, 29.50, and then make that move. Or is the bull flag breakout enough? It may back test this previous high then. So, but regardless, it's got to back test something. So let's see how it opens. Let's do the 618 retrace. Look at that squeeze released pre-market. Oh, it's glorious. MACD crossover, ready and fire mid thrust buy on the daily or on the 10-minute squeeze released. And Google's gonna be it's gonna rip your face off today. You want to look at some options contracts for Google? I think that's a good idea. Okay, so I want those Google 3050s, anywhere from about 75 cents to $1. Those 3050s here. The other one would be the 3020s. Oh, $3. Those 3020s. It's gonna be so tough, dude. I gotta order a new mouse today, dang it. And it's got a lot of overhead resistance, right? But so it broke support. We want this to come back down and give us our entry. And then we just ride that sucker up to, profit level taking at, $5, $8, $10 on those 3050s. Or those are the 3020s. The 3050s, very similar story. Those 3050s, they hit beast levels yesterday. I didn't get into it, wasn't paying attention. Oh, that's frustrating. 1555. I gotta look at my time zone because something's off here. 1555 isn't my time zone. Oh, it is. Oh, right at the 5 minutes before the close, they came down and hit. Oh, that sucks so hard. Maybe we can get a quick pop it open. Anyway, this is the level I'm looking at to get into those 3050s. Right? I would even go like here. So let's look at those. We want to look at the Google 3050s. 30-50 call for 120-ish. Taking profit at 230. Well, if we got in at 120, let's take profit at 230, 260, 320. So it would be 230, 360, and what was the other one? Okay. So those are not beats numbers. That's just price action. So if you're part of the group and you want the actual beats numbers, then give it a try. PredictedTrades.com. Use code DarkPoolAlgo for 10% off. Get yourself 10% off. Or excuse me, code DarkPool. 10. Okay, moving on. What else do we want to look at? Okay. That was Google. Microvision Technologies. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so no real block trades in the last 7 days. We have a regular one that came in at 578. Looks like that came in on the 21st. Right back here, right at the close. Rejected resistance support. Pull up, it's been rallying. The algo is bearishly diverged, which means it's kind of consolidating, but it's definitely diverged, right? Rejected that trend line, and it looks like it held support. So it depends on what happens here. If it goes like this, I can't draw it out there. So if it bounces off there, price may bounce right off of this regular block trade and continue back up, right? Obviously you've got highs you want to take out. There's that zone you want to trade in. Right? There's that zone right here. Break above that and target those levels there. Okay. Next up was, where's my chat? Yeah, we want the algo to pull. All right, you want to check Wish again? Sorry, Johnny. Macy's. My bad, bro. We'll do Macy's first. All right, so divergence played out. Trading with price action, white line level, right? Algo's uptrending, kind of a wedge. Let's check it out. So on Macy's, we have a white line level at previous support resistance. See that there? That's 2581. 2581 and it's kind of support. If it bounces that level, that's going to be pretty decent. All right, trend line has got us going this direction. And so we're looking for the bull flag breakout of 2581. If we do that, we take out previous highs right here, which is this zone here, right? Get above that, I think we get a nice rip up to here, which is where the algo stopped, at 27-ish level. However, this algo needs to bounce off of there. It really needs to bounce. So keep an eye on it. But I like it. Bull flag breakout above, right? Regular and dark pool support. Okay. And then Wish. The algos are selling on Wish. We have regular and dark pool level. We got a regular. All right. So Wish, this 350 level, right? That was support at one time, is now your resistance. This 336 level that was previous support is now current support. The algorithm, why am I way over there? Jeez. The algo is net selling. So right, they are taking as much profit out of this sucker as they can. Right? The algo selling. If price breaks, which it looks like it already did. Is there another one? So if price breaks below 336, right, it's got a downside gap to fill, right, all the way down to here. All I can say is the algos are selling, right? They're not buying into that. So Wish is, I hope you didn't invest your life savings into it, because if it doesn't bounce at 335 up to 350 and breaks, it's going to gap fill to the downside. Okay, Macy's, Google, Amazon, Microsoft. Okay, I personally want to look and see what's going to happen with AMD, Facebook, NVIDIA, and Snow. Oh, PayPal too, sorry. Okay, our bread and butter list. This is what we, ooh, that Snow is going to be gorgeous. All right, don't let me forget to look at PayPal. Okay, AMD, beast mode. Need I say more? Beast mode. All right, right off of some regular block trade levels, this 150. All right, so that came in at 10 o'clock yesterday, and then we've got another one here that came in on at the bell. So we had a regular block trade come in at 147.08 at the bell yesterday. Price gapped up. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's do this again. At the bell, 147.08, which would have been here, which probably didn't get filled yet. And then at 10 o'clock, we had another one at 150. So I think there may be some orders sitting down here. The algorithm is, oh, it's so close. It's making higher lows and higher highs. Right? If the algo can hold this level of support and pull up, I think it might even pull AMD a little bit higher. If we do get a downturn, I would look for dip buys at 147.50 or 147.48 for AMD, right? I think there's a bunch of orders sitting right here that never got filled. Okay. We did Facebook already, NVIDIA. Let's do NVIDIA real quick. Okay, NVIDIA, and this is the last 7 days on NVIDIA. We have regular block trade all the way down here at 266.76, and then we've got this one right here that the algo is bouncing off of. That's the only reason I drew that. Otherwise, we're looking at some dark pool levels. See how the algo interacted with that dark pool level there at 309. We have a cluster of support. Right, there's your range. That was the range to trade within. We do have a white line that is providing support and resistance currently. Right, the algo really consolidated at this level here. Or excuse me, price action had consolidated at this level, which is at 297-ish area, right there. Okay, so what's going to happen with this stock is, who knows? Long-term wedge, right? This is a bull flag because you go here. Show you. All right, the algo's bull flagging. If it can break its overhead resistance, it can continue to pull up. Price action's got some previous, like I've marked this up so many times, right? It ran into resistance, previous highs. If it can get above that, it's got room to come back up here, this level. Like it really does. This is pretty significant long-term resistance. Okay. Very, very strong stock though. Snow informant. Remember that song? All right, check it out. Let's see. The 23rd is here at the close. Right, we had a regular block trade coming in on the 23rd at the close. We had one come in on the 21st at the close here. So there's your snow levels, right? This is a pretty solid setup for a bunch of other reasons, just besides the algo, right? They've been net buying into it. Right, the algo's been buying into it. Price action is really doing a little bit of a wedge. All right, so it's getting squeezed really hard, and it's got a really good technical setup. Like I said, I like snow if it can get above some of these previous highs. Like that's pretty long-term resistance there. And then we've got that little micro zone right there. So there's our supply zone that we're going to target, that 362. Above 362, let me just show you how long that goes out, right? Above 362, then we check out. What did I do? Oh, it didn't hold any of my stuff. Lame. Oh, it did. Sweet. Right. It's long-term resistance. Okay. This is a zone that we want to trade in right here. That 360 to 380, that $20 range right there. Boom, let's get it, shall we? Okay, however, last time we hit this level, we rejected. Consolidated, rejected, rejected. We just have to get up and over. And then I needed to look at PayPal. Netflix. All right, so PayPal. Trading with price action, right? We have some dark pulls at the 192 level. It's here. We have a regular block trade at 192.30. Right, that's here. We have the algo, smart money, buying into it, consolidating. Need the algo to break out of this consolidation and move one side or the other. Uptrend. Is it forming a head and shoulders on the 15? Possibly. Right. I'm not even gonna do that. Let's do this one. Possibly forming a head and shoulders on the 15. If that dark pull 192 cracks and it breaks trendline support, then we've got some downside targets here. Pretty decent one there. And then here, contrarian, we break above previous highs and we go test this longer term trend line support or resistance at 194 level. All right, so that was PayPal. I'm gonna look at them real quick in the morning. Nice little gap up, 6 o'clock pullback, pulling back to support. It really needs to get up into this 4-hour cloud, right? So above 194 is the safe move on PayPal, 194 to 197, taking profit at 195. I'm already in it, targeting those 200 calls for this week. Don't know if it's going to get there. That would be rally above the 4-hour Kelt back test, move up to the daily. Okay, and it's going to be tricky. Okay, the other one was AMD. AMD beast moding. So rally pre-market or after the close, right? Hold back, rally pre-market. It's having a real issue at this 146.30 level. Pulling back. It's hit it twice now and couldn't get above it. So that 146 is into the daily cloud. I want to pull back. Oh crap, what did I do? I want to do that. I want to pull back to the 4-hour top at 150 so I can get in it. Okay. Do we get that today? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Facebook. All right, rally, pre-market high, fading. This is good. We'd like to see this fade so that when it open, we don't have a long, we don't have a massive pullback. I'd rather fade now and then rally at the open. Okay. However, it's put some pre-market highs as targets. So that's Facebook, Amazon. Same deal. Pre-market rally, pullback to the open. All right. If the support levels break, it's got a downside move. If they hold, we have an upside target. Tesla. Is Tesla just going to buck the trend? Rally, parabolic move, rejection all the way down, stop killer, took out all those stops. Now it's fading, right? Apple, rally after the close, right? Giving it all back. Look for support for the continuation rally. What was the other ones I wanted to look at today? JKS. All right, JK Solar might be the move. Like I said, it's got to get, already pointed it out, but yeah, it looks like if it can get above 44.30, see a continuation move to the upside. Mid, right? Rally, pullback rally. If it can take out its pre-market hot at 195.50, it gets up into daily, weekly cloud. That looks pretty bullish. And then what was the other one? Invax. All right. Sold off, sold off, sold off. We've got the daily bottom down here. So if it takes out pre-market lows at 149.66, then we look at the daily cloud bottom, rally pullback. It's just consolidating. It's also got to take out pre-market hot. So above 154.75, move to 160. Below 149.67 for a move to 146. But I think we get a slingshot. Okay. I've got to run. Let me do these for you guys real quick. SPY. Dow. Those bars are Kettler channels. All right, the SPY. So all the divergences traded out. The algo is ripping, right? We have resistance at 466. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do a complete one on this. Right? Dark purse support down here at 474. The algo is uptrending. That is, right? Good. Rising channel. It's like as long as the algo can stand that channel, then I think it can drag SPY up with it. The Dow is a little different story. We need, so the Dow's been selling off, right? We have bearish divergence and we're coming up to previous highs. So if the algo can continue this little, it's really trying to get out, right? If it can start making higher highs and higher lows and be a reversal, I think it can continue to pull price action up with it. No dark pool or block trades in the last 5 days on the Dow. Okay, I have to run. Thanks for joining me on Dark Pool Algo. I'm here every morning, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I usually run till about 9. And that's it, man. Thanks for joining me. Hit the like button on your way out the door.